my recording. Okay. So it looks like he's breathing easier from what it looks like. Is he sleeping better?
Um, let's see. From my view, he's most of the week. Maybe I don't know. It's been better. The last couple of days has been, headachy and feeling heavy. So he'd wake up kind of moaning,
Right.
but I mean, it's not. That doesn't. Nothing keeps him from actually sleeping. Well, not much. Occasionally, he has trouble going back to sleep because he's thinking about. Um, but he's been sleeping, and from my point of view, he's sleeping and breathing, which is an excellent
Right.
combination.
Right. Right. So does that mean you're sleeping better and you're
I,
less stressed?
yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah. Uh, still, I was fairly hysterical over the phone the last time. I can get that way, but overall, yeah,
Well, it was very, obviously it's very frustrating to try and, you know, um,
well,
technical
I was thinking
difficulties on
myself,
top of tough technical difficulties.
yes,
So,
I'm not very calm over technical difficulties.
right. No, I get it. I get it. It's just, you know, and to work through it too, it's just very distracting, when you're trying to,
Yeah, I'm
um,
glad. The next
yeah,
time I'll drop it quicker and you'll just
yeah.
go,
No, I mean, it was fine. I mean, we didn't know, we
yeah.
didn't know what it was gonna look like. Okay, so are we still focusing in on the lymphatic swelling?
Definitely, yeah,
Okay,
because his legs are terrible.
right.
Yeah.
And he's still got weakness on top of that. Okay,
I haven't heard mention of Selena since
okay.
I told you
Well,
about it, but
you
I
said
assume it's there.
heaviness, and I feel like that heavy and weak feeling is probably, kind of related. Let me
And
just,
he just typed in and said, yes, his legs feel weak. And that, I was assuming that the feeling like a truck ran over him was a detox response to the last week.
right.
But this came before that, and I assume it has to do with the leg circulation just isn't
Right.
happening.
Yeah, I feel like probably all of that. You do have cell food, don't you, on hand? Cell
Yeah,
food?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, because
yeah,
that seems like that's probably an oxygenation issue too. So, um,
yeah. We're
okay.
working on oxygen
Right.
in various ways.
Oh,
But yeah, I hope you discover some key on that to get that uh, liquid out of his leg.
yeah. Okay. Um, okay. Is there anything beyond that? What would be next after that? And I'm gonna double check there's nothing else gonna come up for narcolepsy, kind of
Yeah.
put that in the, just to make sure that there's nothing there.
Well, I kind of glommed together the fluid in his leg, the papilloma in his neck, and the swelling. And just right near the swelling. In some way.
Right.
Hopefully things get, I don't know, but it's just right. It's like an inch away from the lymph node
Right.
that's all swollen. So I assume it's all lymph in one way or another.
Right. That's probably all kind of right there together related somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, he probably has, all right, we'll leave that lymphatic swelling and edema, um, congestion kind of in the forefront, and then I'll put the papilloma kind of at the end of that, which You're right. I mean, all of that's probably related, in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form. Um, okay. All right. Um, okay, we'll start if you're ready to get started. Okay. Um, let's start radiating um love and gratitude. Okay, name is Philip. Okay, I'm connected into him. Oh, let me share my screen that you can't see. Okay. Um, all right, are we ready to get started? Any reason why not? Okay. Is there anything we can work on for narcolepsy? No. So we're still, in the clear on that. Is there something we can do for lymphatic swelling, edema, congestion? Okay, we're still on that. Is it on the left, the right one? Something pathogenic. Left, right. Energy of pathogen. Left, one, two. We are in the energy of a virus. Is there something more we need to know about that? There is. Do we need to know where it's located? Um, was it absorbed, inherited? Do we need an age? Okay, is it first half of life? Is it something recent? Um, in 70s, 60s, lower than a 65, 65, 66, 67, 68. Okay, some type of virus at 68. Do I need to know anything else? I got no. 68. Okay. Is there an association? There is. Is there anything else we need to know? Nope, just the association. Okay, is it on the left first? We got an energy. Let's see what it is. Okay, is it left, right, one? Okay, we have some type of allergy or intolerance. Is it left, right, one, two? It's a physical allergy. Okay, let's see. Um, we need to know what it is. Um, oh, is it something listed? Is it a food outdoor allergy? Um, something from the outside. Does anything come to mind that you know that he has issues with?
Well, I don't know if it's tied to HIC because it predates it, but his his toxic hit was um working. He was he worked a treated for was it pesticides, I think, and he reacted to that.
Um, is it something to do with that with the work? Yes, but it's not the pesticide. No. Is it a herbicide? Is it a um some type of industrial chemical? Is it some type of fertilizer? Is it perfume? I mean, I got that it was something outside. So, is it like a grass, something? Is it some type of plant? No. Do we need to know what it is? Okay. Um, I don't need to know. So his subconscious mind knows what it is. Um, just outside is enough. So it's some type of outside environmental allergen. So, is that it? Is there an association? There is. Okay. So it might display itself in the association. So let's see what we get. Okay. This will be 1A1. All right. Left, 1, 2, left, 1, 2, 3, left. Okay. We're in the diurnal cycle, which is basically the energy cycles of when the meridians are dominating. Do we need, am I counting from the top? Is it first, second? So this is 5 to 7 a.m., which is associated with the large intestine. Okay. Oh, I wonder, is it something to do with food? No. Okay. Um, I was just going back to that outdoor allergen, maybe yeah, some type of food additive or something, something related to the growing or whatever processing of foods. Um, is there anything else I need to know about that diurnal cycle? Is there an association with that? No, so we can reset that. Okay, so I'm just gonna reset that diurnal cycle from 5 to 7 a.m. That's associated with the large intestine. So with this particular cycle, there would be things like um, feeling stuck, um, kind of a stagnation type of thing. So that's kind of right in line with that congestion, right? Just okay, hang on just a second. Okay. Okay. I don't know why you just ended up on my Bluetooth. My husband was calling in and it just bumped you onto that for whatever reason. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. I don't know if you heard me, but that particular diurnal cycle is related to, is that cleared?
Large intestine.
Yeah, the large intestine. So yeah, stagnation, feeling stuck. I think emotionally it can manifest itself as um, what was I going to say? Here it's talking about in his notes, basically waking to remove toxins, um, you know, that kind of thing, emptying the bowels. Um, oh, defensiveness. That's what I was going to say. Um, Emotionally. Right. Yeah. Um, okay. Is there another association with that outside environmental allergen? So we're ready to let that go. Okay, so let's clear out that physical allergen that's related to the outside environmental thing. And let's just clear out the detox pathways and reset the immune system. Just clear all that out. Okay. All right. Is there, oh, that one just made me feel warm. That's interesting. Um, okay. Is there another association with that energy of virus? There is. So we kind of have another layer to that. Let's see what we get here. Back to the home. Left, 1, 2, 3. It's some type of toxin. Left, 1, 2, 3. It's a food toxin. Left, right, 1, 2. Oh, it's a GMO food. Do I need to know the source? No, okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to know? All right, so let's just clear that out. The GMO, the toxic GMO food. Just reset the immune system. Clear out the detox pathways. Okay. All right. All right. Is there another association? Okay. Got another layer. And all of this stuff is still attached to that energy of virus. Um, and he might have a lot of lymphocytes, bigger, kind of jam-packed lymphocytes that are just kind of gumming up the works there. That would make sense with the congestion stuff. Wait, is it on the left, the right? 2. We have some kind of misalignment. Left, 1, 2. It's going to be a common. Left, 1, 2, 3. We have another misaligned kidney. I think we get these a lot, I think, with some of the work pulling stuff out. Um, is it both of them? Just one? Is it the right, the left? So misalignment and left kidney. Okay. Is there anything more we need to know about that? There is. Do we need to know what's causing it? Just the association. Okay. So there's something associated with this layer. Let's find out what that is. Left, 1, 2. Left, right, 1, 2. We have an imbalance in one of the glands. Left, right, 1, 2. Left, 1, 2. It's an imbalance in the thyroid. Which actually is kind of not uncommon. There is a good tie between the kidneys and the thyroid. Um, okay, is there anything I need to know? All right, is there an association with that? So we're just ready to reset the thyroid. Okay, let's reset the thyroid. Just bring in balance, bring in some healing energy, and let's just drain it out. Okay. All right. Nice and happy now. Is okay. Is there another association with that misaligned left kidney? Okay, so we can reset that. All right, let's realign that left kidney. Get it all nice and straight. Now let's bring some healing energy through the left kidney. Let's drain it out. And open up those detox and eliminated pathways. Okay. All right, is that kidney line? It is. Okay, good. All right, is there another layer to that energy of virus? Okay, there's not, so we can finally let that go. All right, let's clear out that old virus they picked up in 68. Clear all that out, open up the detox and eliminative pathways. Just let's reset the immune system. Okay. All right. Is there something else we can do for that lymphatic swelling and edema congestion? There it is. Let's find out what this new layer is. Okay. Is it left? 1, 2. And circuit and systems, left, right, 1, 2. And gland, left, left, 1. The male glands, left, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are in the bulbourethral gland. I don't know that I've ever had this one come up. Yeah, it's bulbo hyphen URETHARAL. Um, so it's common symptoms of the imbalance may include discomfort or lowered fertility. Um, it lies at the bottom of the prostate gland. So that's basically where it is. Okay, is there an association with this? Is there something more we need to know? There isn't. Okay, so I'm just going to this. Okay, this is just imbalanced. So yeah, I mean, this may just be causing some kind of congestion, like in that, like kind of the pelvic, more the pelvic region. Um, and that can definitely cause blockages like going down towards, the legs. So, um, okay, so let's just reset that, rebalance the bulbourethral gland. Let's bring some healing energy through it and let's just drain it out real good. Just flush it out. Okay. Sorry, that one's like a really, it's just like a strange shift. Okay. Was kind of a subtle, like, okay. Is there something more we can do? So we're still on that same lymphatic swelling, edema, and congestion. Left, one, got an energy, left, right, one, two. We have an emotional energy, left, right. We've got an emotional compound. Is it left, right, one? It's a common emotional, which common just means that it is like in his own lifetime. So it wasn't something that he absorbed or inherited or. So let's find out what this is. This is a common. Is it more than two, three? Okay. And this is a three emotional compound. So let's figure out what they are. Is it in one, two, three, 3A, one. This one is crying. Okay, let's see. One, is it A? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1A, 4. Lost. And the third compound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it column A? 5A, is it 1, 2, 3? 5A3 is fear. Oh, do we need an age? I feel like this is something very young. Is he young? Um, like uh less than a teen? Less than 10. Is it 9, 8, 7, 7? That's 7. Um, he may or may not, you know what that is. Just based on these, I'm thinking like maybe he got, he was got separated from his parents. something like that. Um, so the compounds are just like all, just kind of a hodgepodge of those, kind of emotions all
Yeah.
coming together to create like a really unique frequency. Is that all we need to know? It is. Is there an association with this? No. So, okay, we're just going to get rid of that crying, lost, fear feeling, just that emotional compound. Just get rid of that wherever that's being stored. Okay, cleared. Yeah, that's nice and strong. Okay, is there another association? I mean, is there something else we can do on this thread? Okay, let's find out what that is. So we're on a new layer associated with that lymphatic swelling and edema. Left, 1, 2, 3, into something toxic. Left, right, 1, 2, something excess. Left, 1, 2. Okay, we got a free radical. Um, toxic, free radical. Is there anything else we need to know? Is there an association? There is. For A. So we don't need an age source, anything like that. No. Okay. Just to figure out the association. Left, 1, left, 1, 2, 3. This time we have a mental energy. Left, right, 1, 2. Left, right, 1. Okay, that's interesting. We have a mental energy, and let's just call it mental programming of an image. Oh, this is gonna be fun for me. Let me see. Ba, 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 ba. Just looking through. Do we need to know what the image is? Is it something common? No. Is it some type of logo? No. Is there anything y'all got that is it something symbolic? Let me see. Is it something imagined? Something seen? Something seen. At least that gives me some type of let me think how I can drill into this. Do I need to know the exact image? No. Okay.
And this is not associated with the emotional compound.
It didn't come up that way. But the fact that it's kind of, it is after it, they can actually, I mean, this whole entire session, to some degree is all essentially related in some way, shape, or form, right? But it's not necessarily directly tied to that. It's more associated with the toxic free radical. But didn't we have, okay, let me, because we had that GMO food too. Does it have something to do with that GMO food or when whatever he was working with. Um, I got a really hesitant no on that, which is telling me I'm kind of like there's something to the way I phrase that. Can I move? Is there another association? There is. So can I move on to like decoding the association, and maybe I'll get close enough to figuring out that I can release it, whether I, kind of know specifically, or maybe it becomes completely evident, so let's just see what we get on the next associated thing, which I would have to clear anyway. Okay. Is it left? One, two. We're in circuit or system. Left, right, one, two. And a gland. Left, right, one. Oh, that kind of makes sense. Left, right, one, two. Okay, we're basically an imbalance of the amygdala. I think I'm pretty sure, didn't he have the amygdala come up once before? I'm wanting to say it was a misalignment last time. Anyway, I'll look that up and we'll find it. But I don't want to get too in the weeds with it. Just curiosity. Like, okay.
That makes it even more associated with the compound. I mean, feeling wise, logically,
Right.
and knowing about his childhood, his amygdala,
Um, is there
something.
something more that we need to know about that imbalanced amygdala? Is there an association with that? Okay, we can reset that. Okay, I mean, those things are related. Okay, let's reset the amygdala. Let's make sure it's aligned. Bring some healing energy through it. Let's drain it out. Okay. Um, okay. Is there some other connection, another association to that mental programming of that image of something seen? There is. Okay, so let's find out what that is. Because I mean, maybe it's gonna reveal itself, or maybe by the time we uncover some other stuff, there's some ahas. Because sometimes intuitively I'll get like a connection of like a mental image in my head when I clear things. So let's see. Is the thing associated on the left? We have a mental an energy left, right, one, two, three. Okay, we have a reverberation. Is it left, right, one, two? We have an emotional reverberation. Is that related to the three emotional compound? It's not. Okay. Reverberation. Okay. Do we need to, is it something listed here? Just one? Is it in first, second, third? Okay, is it column A, B? One, two, three, B2 is defensiveness. I feel like, weren't we just talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is there something more I need to know about the defensiveness? Okay, there's not. Is there an association? There's not. So we're ready to clear out that defensiveness. Just let that go. Doesn't serve us any longer. Okay. Okay. is there another association with that mental programming? That's something seen image. There's not. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know about that? No. So we already have the, okay, we already have the whatever frequency that is. His mind knows what it is. We've already like uncovered all the associated things. So I'm just going to clear out that mental programming image, whatever it is. Okay. You know what? Let's reset the nervous system. Let's clear that out. Okay. Is there any other association to that toxic free radical? There is. Okay, so we have another layer to that. 4B. Okay. So left, right, one. Have another pathogen, left, right. Another energy of pathogen, left, right, both. Okay. Which one's first? Left, right, 1, 2. Okay. So we have two energies of two different pathogens. So we're starting, the one we need to do first is the energy of fungus. Is there something more we need to know about that? Is it the strain? Where do we know where it is? What it's associated with? Okay. Body location, absorbed, inherited, the age. Okay. Is it something recent? First half of life, 30s, 20s, teens, older than 15, 16, 17, 18. So we got an energy of fungus at 18. Athlete's foot. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was like, that's kind of the most obvious, athlete's foot. Okay. Anything else I need to know? Okay. Am I ready to do that? No. So the associated energy of the other pathogen is actually associated with this. It is. So that's why it was a little strange. Okay, let me just go back to my energy pathogen left one. Okay, that makes sense. So we've got associated with that energy of fungus, we have the energy of mold. So, which makes sense. Okay, is there anything else we need to know about that energy of mold? So, okay, so we're ready to clear out that energy of mold. Let's just drain that out. Enough to eliminate detox pathways. Is there another association, that energy of fungus? Okay, so let's get rid of that athlete's foot at 18. It's associated with that energy of mold, clear all that out. Let's open up the detox and eliminative pathways. Let's just reset the immune system. Okay. All right. Both of those. Is there anything more we can do today? No. Are we still working towards that same goal and agenda? We are. Okay. So we're still on that thread. There's more that we can do there.
The free radical?
No, for lymphatic. Yeah, the lymphatic swelling, edema, congestion, all of that stuff. We just can't do any more today. Usually when you start getting into a lot of the energy of fungus and stuff, so, and, we've done a lot of a lot of toxic things too. So, um, okay, so in a typical way, just make sure he stays hydrated. Um, in case of any detox symptoms. So let's talk about this emotional stuff because I don't know that we've had a lot of emotional things come up for him.
We had one before, a compound
Yeah.
of two things.
So especially because this is very old and it's a very young one, um, just be on the lookout for echoes and things. So it might just start reverberating where he might, be a little more emotional with these particular in kind of these veins. So a little more fearful, maybe he's crying, maybe he feels lost, maybe, any of those kinds of things, just a little more sensitive. Usually the echoes aren't as bad as like actually being triggered. Um, but they can, just kind of come on out of nowhere. And, so just take a deep breath. They're usually very quick to kind of get, subside. So, if he's a little more emotional in the short term, it's probably an echo. Um, you know, so just kind of keep an eye on that. And
you say echoing or
yeah, it's just
another?
yeah. So what happens is like these balls of energy that these emotions are there, they'll kind of dent up the body field. And essentially anything that would trigger those types of emotional responses as that body field begins to like expand out and heal itself, it kind of pops back out. And until it fully heals itself, it kind of wants to like those types of emotions want to kind of slip right back in there, right? So it just kind of reverberates a little bit of those, or it can. It doesn't always. I mean, not everybody, is sensitive to echoes, and it doesn't happen every time. So, but usually really old stuff or stuff that was like big, huge. And this just feels to me like he was a kid just lost. And I kind of even felt that intuitively before I even fully uncovered what it was. And I was just like, this just feels really old and like it was big, something very traumatic for him as a child. So
Yeah.
Um, so a lot of times that is a little more likely to kind of produce some of those echoes because kids can't really, kids don't have they don't really have the tools to be able to properly kind of, figure out their emotions and process their emotions. So it just gets stored there. And anything that almost resonates with those types of feelings, feeling lost, feeling fearful, will just kind of glom on and kind of add to that. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And, so.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So just, stay hydrated. Okay. How much time? Do we need at least a week? More than a week? More than 10 days? So 10 days. So yeah, only a good 10 days on this one. So, okay, I'll just put that down. Okay, so is there anything else you you know, need to ask me or pick my brain or whatever?
I only ordered two. I was thinking about getting only that you had of the TB. It's hard for me to determine whether I don't know.
Yeah,
How much we're going through so much stuff. How much do you plan on taking something?
right, right.
Oh, don't
Yeah, I mean,
know.
I feel like two for now is good. is he tolerating those well? Because
Yeah.
I'm almost positive the GB I can get in it's not exactly like the tincture formulas. They're like concentrates. So they're a little bit smaller bottles than like the tinctures, but they're more
Oh, you can
concentrated
get
than
like
those.
okay.
I'm
Oh.
almost positive about
Oh.
that. I don't generally do the liquids except for like my autistic kids. It's not something I generally store, but and I didn't realize that, liquids for him is probably going to be better. So I'll check into that and definitely look in, for next time. Um,
Well, that'd be good. I mean,
okay.
we're just making a slurry with
Right,
everything. I
right,
hope it
right.
doesn't hurt anything.
No, no,
But
it
yeah.
wouldn't. It's just, some of those herbs are, just I imagine, some are tastier than others, let's just say that.
Oh well.
Like,
He drinks it. I blended and he drinks it down right away. So
okay.
it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not good at it or anything.
right, right. Okay, so I'll look into that for next time if that's, more helpful. So
Okay.
and then what else was I gonna say? Um, so I'm gonna be prepping for a party, so I'll probably not get the video and report to you until
That's good.
probably
I know
tomorrow.
it's I have to bounce off.
Okay.
I try to associate things with what the list is that happened.
Did I clear that
Yeah.
toxic free radical? Okay. Do I still need? Okay. Let me. I just realized as I'm looking at my notes, I didn't actually clear off the toxic free radical that
Oh.
all of that was attached to. So let me get rid of
Yeah.
that. Clear that out to open up the detox and eliminative pathways. Let's reset the immune system. That's interesting. Okay. I just like had like something reset in my back, and I don't know if that was me of just like I cracked my own back or that was related to him. So that was interesting. Okay. So is there anything else we need to do? There's not. Okay. I'm glad I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
Is it more distracting with doing it with me on the phone?
No, not at all. It's just I'm used to actually seeing people. So like I realized that I didn't have my screen shared right away. Because I'm used to people being able to see what I'm doing, and they'll be like, "Oh, you got to share your screen." So,
yeah. But actually, the list is the written stuff is more important, except when I miss the phone.
yeah,
Being on the phone with you, the video was more helpful. But the list is um.
yeah. I work with people all kinds of different ways. I mean, my kids when I was doing the emotion code, I would actually text them. We would text back and forth. Here's what came up, and then I cleared the stuff because otherwise we'd get to chatting about things and they would just it would get overly emotional for all of us. So it was easier for us to not overshare or not kind of traumatize each other. It was kind of interesting. So I've done it by text, I've done it by phone, I've done it in person. I mean, any which way. So it's definitely not an issue, you know. It's just usually I'm, over video with people where we're both seeing and we're, but um no, it's not a problem. It's just much better when, when we have a good phone connection.
That's right. That we're now just on the phone. All right.
Okay.
But now I know that it works really well without that. So I don't know. And that's good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it
I
on
mean,
your own.
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I very rarely get stuck. I mean, even with the something seen, whatever the mental image is, and he may know what it is. And it's interesting because sometimes people will know things like right away, whether it's emotions or like in this case, it was like, a mental image or a belief pattern, whatever, might come up. And sometimes they know immediately, and sometimes it reveals itself like during the clearing process. And then other times it's like in the healing process. So a couple of days later, there will be like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what it is. So he may even have dreams about whatever the image is and go, it was like whatever,
Yeah, I'll
so
tell me his dreams when he remembers them.
yeah, I mean, if he knows, maybe he knows, but we didn't need, because it was attached to other things that it was able to, and my guess is he doesn't have a whole lot of mental programming images that, his brain would need to index them in a way, like, for example, that emotional compound, he may have something that's very similar to that exact emotional compound. And that's the reason why he had to have an age, because maybe he's also felt lost and fearful, had that mix of something that was very similar to that. It's just how
that happened at another time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, so it's just the subconscious needs as much as it needs to be able to index it and go, this is the exact frequency that we're after. And then, once it knows, we can just clear it out. So that's kind of how it works. Right. So sometimes you really need to know specifically because, but my guess is he doesn't have like a whole lot of mental images like that. So, yeah, it's all good. It'll be
interesting to share with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Carla. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and I will talk to y'all soon. And y'all have a happy and safe Halloween. Yes, it's Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of do a block party and make some chili for, the neighbors. Oh, we don't even have decorations. We can't even get to our decorations. So not that I don't, I used to like the holiday when I was younger, and now I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite holiday anymore.
No.
It's just not.
I wonder if it helps to say, let's bring out all the creepy stuff in ourselves.
Right, right. Yes.
Okay. Well, it's a fun party.
Yes.
Not like that.
Yes.
All right.
Probably too much candy. Okay. Bye.